The game between Peter Svidler and Evgeny Tomashevsky finished in a draw. I was curious about the opening. I don't think, Peter, you played this line quite often, or I'm mistaken.
Not a lot, but people generally don't let me. At some point I became so bored with G3, C6 variations that I started playing C5, but everybody goes knight f3 against me, apart from the honorable player Ding Liren, who played D5 and beat me soundly in St. Louis last year. But in general, I just don't get Benonis against people because people think, why give him the satisfaction? But against Evgeny, I thought Evgeny has shown a number of interesting ideas in this line, and it's likely that he will not dodge the Benoni. I don't know very much there, but it's definitely more enjoyable to play than this symmetrical G3 Grunfeld, which I've been doing my entire life, and I can't stand it anymore.
Evgeny, somehow were you prepared that Peter can go to this line, and what did you think about it during the game?
First of all, I must add that after Ding has beaten Peter, yes, he played next game in 3 months. He played knight f3 and lost. 3 months after that, yes. So maybe it's not so simple to play d5, yes. But okay, I tried to play d5. Maybe I was too optimistic because of I deviated Grunfeld and somehow, and I don't know how. And I thought that they'll play. Maybe it was more clever for me to play some sidelines in this Benoni because of we both have no much experience in this type of positions, but maybe I have at least few games. If they're not playing Benoni regularly.
I have a file. So.
Yes, that's what I thought. Maybe this was his hope.
Maybe it was more clever for me to deviate from my last game against Giri because of bishop c8. I think it's a strong reaction, and black has a very playable position. Maybe he's just doing fine in this position, and I need to be very ambitious to create something, and maybe even objectively, I have nothing already.
And Peter, how did you estimate the position? I mean, after the opening, let's say, were you satisfied with what you got? And do you think you had some chances? Maybe?
Sure, no, I was definitely playing for advantage from a certain moment on, because the position is very sharp, and my play on the queen side starts first, so to speak. So I was definitely slightly optimistic, but I think it never really left equilibrium. And Evgeny, in particular, because we were both running short of time, I think Evgeny chose a practical decision at some point to simplify. And when my b-pawn is gone, yes, I mean, optically my position looks a bit better. Even the final position, I'm sure some people maybe would have played on. But I played many games against Evgeny, and I didn't rate my chances of beating him in this endgame very highly. And I thought, okay, I mean, the position is no longer really exciting me very much. So.
Well, I played knight d2 because of I wasn't very optimistic about my position, and before that black could manage an easy draw in different ways. But maybe after b3 I could play queen d2. I think it's
interesting. But then I think rook a5 might be a decent idea. Everything else.
It's only tricky moment in this game. I think. In fact.
I think b3 queen d2 would have been a completely different game, because it could get very, very sharp there. But it could also be quite good for black. I was kind of hoping for that, because according to my, well, let's call them calculations, I was doing quite fine there. And also there the stakes would have been raised very significantly.
What was the variation?
I thought I got rook a5, knight takes d6.
Knight takes d6,
yeah,
yes.
Okay, so rook a5 is, yeah, that's why I said so-called calculations.
Yeah, but I played, after all, I didn't see any good ideas after queen d2, just rook a2.
Well, you can take on a2.
Yes, but I wasn't sure about it.
Yeah, that's a strange endgame, because after queen d2 I can play rook a2, and then Evgeny takes on a2, I take with a pawn, and he wins the exchange. Knight f6 check, knight takes e8 in the end. But I have this passed pawn on a2, but I have the wrong pieces to queen it. So I'm not sure I actually win there. And if I don't win, I might lose in the long run, because the white will consolidate, the king will come over. But yeah, I had this option, and I was also trying to calculate it, but I couldn't figure out who's better and why then.
Yeah, but okay, after rook a2 I need to play knight f6 first, yes, because of if I... no, it doesn't matter, yes, no, not really, it doesn't matter, yes. Yeah,
So it was an interesting game with a lot of different possibilities.
But most of them stayed, as usual, hidden, yeah.
the backstage.
Yeah. We're here in the last stage of this Grand Prix, and I see that everybody has different goals, and you know also that two people are still trying to get to candidates. What about you? What are your ambitions here?
I'm avoiding a St. Petersburg winter, basically.
That's a good thing.
It's a very, very high ambition. You have no idea how important this is. I'm also helping my wife avoid St. Petersburg winter. So, no, this is a fantastic tournament already.
I think the organizers made a good thing that they put it here, right?
Yes.
Well, as for me, I would like to mention that there is a much more pleasant atmosphere here in this tournament because of lots of players has no sport goals. Only they can just play chess, and all are smiling, and
Let's say it's more relaxed atmosphere.
have a good mood. And maybe we finally will see some interesting chess because of a lot of people can just play chess. Yes.
Yeah. At the same time, there are two players who are still fighting. What about them? Are they smiling too?
Well, Maxim probably is smiling more after the first round than Timur, but it's a long. I mean, there's still lots and lots to see here. I mean, first round is not really, you know, it's good to win a game, but everything is still up in the air.
And we're enjoying the great weather here for sure. This plus 20 degrees.
Yeah, the second moment is that it's just brilliant place to play chess, especially in November.
Yeah, in November.
I don't know how you are going to concentrate, but okay, it's up to you. Thank you so much for your comments.
Maybe we are not. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.